Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. We lost some recording time. We're returned. During the recording, our intrepid adventurers met the werewolf princess and gave her the death knell spear. And they also met a mad mage, but not that one. A different one. There's a lot of mad mages in D&D.
Different one's still important.
Surprising.
Magic, madness, and shit, what was it? And
Mages.
sadness. Magic, madness, and sadness.
Magic, madness, and munchies.
No, magic, madness, and sadness. They go hand in hand.
Clearly, I think you mean divers, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes,
and
Dungeons, Dragons, and Dive-ins, and... Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons, and Diners, Dive-ins, and Dives.
Yeah.
Someone did
in.
make a module
Turns out-
based on that. It was
Oh,
funny.
absolutely.
It's just in. Strahd turns out to be Guy Fieri. He was
We should
No.
play that
the
at
whole
some
time.
point.
I would love to play Dungeons and Dragons and Dive-ins and Diners and Dives.
I
if I
will
remember
say,
correctly,
Strahd
was
looking like Guy Fieri would be so funny to me.
look, every
Dungeons
villain
and Diners
should
and
have-
Dragons and Drive-ins and Dives. Escape from Flavor Town.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, isn't the final boss Guy Fiery, which is the dragon?
D&D and
Ah.
Probably.
It's just a dragon
Anyway.
with shades and Guy Fieri hair.
Anyway, so they met a mad mage. It is a person you have heard of. Do we want to just tell them who it is? Because all of you know. You figured it out.
Yeah, it's Mordenkainen.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Mordenkainen.
Yeah, one of the.
I actually didn't know that.
Oh,
Well,
well,
shit.
congratulations.
Anyway,
First time hearing
I
about
had a
this.
feeling, but I just didn't know which one it was.
Well, I did say his house was magnificent.
anyway,
Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
everyone showed up at, and so where we last left off was at Lake Baratok, where
Yes.
the adventurers decided to stop by Van Richten's tower.
Oh yes.
Um,
Also, Olivia became had the Were Raven curse take hold and is or not Olivia. Olive is now a Were Raven in the form of a cool like a raptor dinosaur, like 5 feet tall.
How dare
Technically,
you accuse me of being a bird? I'll kill you.
Olive is not a were raven. She's a were raptor. She's a were raptor.
Yeah. I mean, could still have raven-colored feathers.
Yeah, I
that'd
feel
be
like
cool.
maybe she's emo. Anyway,
I'm wondering, quick question. Where's Yasu during all this?
oh,
At the tavern in Valaki.
Whoops.
sleeping in.
Wait,
Anyway,
what?
He's got an imp to protect her. He could probably just pull her into some, like, pocket domain.
anyway,
I don't
Oh my god, I
remember
found
yet.
really cool art of
I
a
don't remember the
raven
elephant's
raptor, but it looks just like a goth chocobo.
anyway.
What if it turned out that Olive just turned into one of those completely black chickens?
Anyway, our players decided to stop by Van Richten's tower. They walk up to the tower, ignore everything that happened before the thing. They walk towards the tower. You come across a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark. Don't post that while I'm monologuing.
Sorry.
The dark, still waters. Trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds. Clinging to one side, where a large gash has built the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop the buttresses, support the walls.
And there was a wagon, right?
I was specifically not having the way.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
But you did have
Unless
a wagon.
Esmeralda. Unless Esmeralda's a different person.
No, Esmeralda is the Vistani vampire hunter, I believe.
Oh, then there is a wagon, yeah.
Yeah, she's in cahoots with Van Rickten.
Yep, there's a
All right.
wagon out front.
Okay, we knocked on the door and nothing happened. Are there any rocks nearby that I can
Oh, I didn't
toss out
say
the window?
nothing happened.
Oh,
You walk
Okay.
up to the door, so you knock the door on the door?
yeah,
Who
knock on
is
the
it
door
that
politely.
does it?
I can do it.
Okay.
Alright, and everyone walks up to it?
I'll be a reasonable 30 feet away.
Everyone else is, walks up to the door.
Silver, Olivia,
What?
do you go up to the door? Do you stay back?
I'm probably gonna look for a rock to toss out a window if no one answers.
Alright, so it's just Olive and Bolsheen standing by the door.
Olive and her pet chicken.
Other way around.
Wait.
Olive and her pet ants. Her ant farm.
Anyway, you knock on the door. I need both of you to make a dex saving throw. Golsheen, you have disadvantage.
Oh,
So do I.
biscuits. 17?
With disadvantage, you got 17?
I got a 16 and a 14, and I have a +3.
Alright. Nice.
Did we just both do the same maneuver? Did we just both
What'd you
do
get,
the same-
Olive?
I got a 17.
Oh, okay.
Imagining y'all's movements are like mirrored. They
Yeah,
could do
yeah.
the same kind of movement, but mirrored.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Like
take
a-
11 each. 11 lightning damage. Each.
Are y'all okay over there?
I grunt at her.
All right.
I'm fine.
Are there any windows for me to toss a pebble at, like an 80s rom-com?
Wait, hold on. Now that it's discharged, try it again.
Oh yeah, try it again. It needs to charge back up before I can do it again.
Up.
I whisper to Olive, you might want to stand back.
I will try
Do
again.
you try again? Okay.
Back. I'm going back.
Please make another dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Out lunch.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah, you have metal armor on.
Dirty 20.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
An 18 and a 17.
Take 13 damage.
You lie!
This is cathartic.
I'm like Sheen from that one episode.
Why? I thought they would take time to recharge. Have I ever lied to you?
I don't know. You might be a very good liar.
I'm pretty sure I've told only the truth. I don't think I've lied.
I'm just gonna crawl my way over back.
Alright, how long does it
Getting out
take
back.
you to get away from the door? How quickly are you moving?
Just moving at a natural walk.
Make a
35 feet.
dexterity. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, god damn it.
Disadvantage. Sorry, you started your next turn within the
16.
Please take 11 damage.
I am down. That
All right,
gets
I'll-
me to directly 0.
I'll rush over. And are they still in? How close are they to being out of range?
They're halfway. You don't know.
Like based on.
You don't
base-
know.
Okay.
Base.
All right. Olive, could you or Olivia? Yeah, Olivia, could you bring her over here? I'll patch her up.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and grab.
All right. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please, Olivia?
Sure, I mean, even if I fail it, I've got plenty of health. Yeah, that's an
Wasn't-
18.
I wasn't expecting this to last this long. That is 13 damage. You did save.
Does that hit Goshin?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Alright,
stable because it hit me. Got me to 0 exactly. I had 11 points left.
I mean, even if you're at exactly 0, you're still unconscious and need to make death saves.
I thought if you hit 0, it's just unconscious but stable.
No,
I've never heard that. That's got to be a house rule in a game you've played.
Huh, maybe.
Probably.
Anyway,
By the way,
grab
this
book
is
and
the
get out of
symbol
there.
that's on the door.
Ow.
It looks like we
Okay.
need to make little dance moves.
Indeed. All right. Well, while you
How
do
about
that, I'm
healing?
going to cast Cure Wounds on a second level on Goshin.
I'm a little
13.
crispy right now. Oh. Ow.
How are you feeling?
Crispy.
All right. Cast another. 9. I use the
That's
first.
better.
I use the second level and the first level slot on you.
That's better. I'll finish the rest myself. I pull out
Yeah,
a
right.
syringe and jab it into my side and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Stim pack.
Oh, this is
That's
so
11
silly.
points.
I fucking love this puzzle. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah,
That should be enough.
I like the dance puzzle.
I would like to approach the door.
Alright, how long do you wait before you approach the door?
I'm gonna give it a good, 30 seconds.
Okay, you approach the door.
Alright. I'm going to start... Okay.
Alright. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 14.
Awesome. Wow. Please take 15 damage.
Jesus. I get a 14 on a fail and 15... Or I get a 14 on a save and 15 on a fail?
Yeah. I rolled really low for this one.
The hell is it dealing? 8d8?
4d10.
That's about as painful.
Why are we bothering with this tower?
That's a good question.
The person in it's supposed to be really good at things. I think. I've never met him, but I've heard things.
I go up to the door, I put both of my arms up but bent at the elbows to match the dude in the fucking 9 o'clock, 11 position.
How long do you wait before you do this?
This is before I got zapped. Because you didn't let me do anything.
No,
Just
you get
immediately
zapped
zap.
the instant you get within 10 feet of it.
Oh.
And every 6 seconds after that.
I do it from 10 feet away then.
I don't think that would count.
Hey,
Thank
what if
you.
we try and get his attention from the outside?
That's
just
what I was
gonna-
looking for a pebble to do.
I have a better idea.
I'm going to move my arms. Okay, so I'm starting from top right corner, and I'm following the lines, and I'm just gonna wiggle my arms as the figures indicate.
Top right corner?
Top left, rather.
Okay. And how it... Okay. Describe to me. I wish we were doing this in person so I could make you do this. Describe to me the directions.
All right, so starting at, we'll just call this one position 8 so that we're aware. I go from 8 to 5 to 1 to 7 to 4 to 2 to 6 to 3. I move my arms like that.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, no, that's a fail.
Oh dear.
17 damage.
Ow. Okay, that wasn't a red move.
Come
I get out of
back.
there.
I'm just. Are there any windows?
Not on the first floor, no.
I'm gonna
Any higher
point
up?
my gun in.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my gun into the air and just start firing, rapid fire.
Don't do that. Wait a moment. I want to throw
There
a pebble.
are...
I want to throw a pebble at the window before you do that.
There are tiny window slits on the second, third, and fourth floor.
All right, I'm gonna try and throw a pebble at it.
Okay?
What do I roll?
Athletics?
Okay. Athletics. Oh, that's 11.
Yeah, you don't hit the window. It kind of just clatters off the wall.
All right, you do it.
I start firing in the air.
All right. Well, they figured that out. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go ahead and read some more of the manual of bodily health.
Okay.
Going bang, bang,
Um,
bang, bang.
I'm gonna assume you guys wait a bit before trying the door again. How long do you wait?
Let's just do a short rest.
Yeah.
How long
that's
is a short rest?
Perhaps it would be
About an
perhaps
hour.
it would be smart for us to sit down and heal.
Okay. So you wait an hour and
Mhm.
heal up.
All right, I heal for 36.
Jesus, did you
Okay.
use all your shit?
I used 2 of them at the first short rest, and I now have used the rest of them. I was at 22 health.
Jesus. You rolled almost my max health.
Okay. Now, who would like to try the door?
It's not my fault. Your max HP is almost literally half mine.
I'll try
I
the
don't
door.
have good constitution. Fine, I'll do the door. I go up and do the dance.
Okay. Describe the dance.
All right. I have to look at the picture you sent. Hold up. I need to pull that up. Okay. First, hands to the side and bent up, like straight out to the side and bent up, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put my left one bent down,
Okay.
and then
What I did.
and then T pose.
Okay.
All right. And then both bend down,
Okay.
both bend up.
Okay.
Left one up, right one down.
Okay.
T pose,
Okay.
both down.
Okay.
It's literally what I did.
Yeah, but the thing had already been activated. You had to wait for the thing to cool down. I want you to know I did actually do the poses in real life.
I was
So did
actively doing them. just
I
now.
also did them. Well, I did them as best I can. I don't really have the space to fully extend my right arm.
Oh, I
'cause
do.
There's a wall at elbow's length to my right.
You need to get a setup like me, where it's your bed and then the desk, level with your bed.
I think you have back.
I don't have the money for another desk.
My desk is just not even a coffee table. It's a TV stand.
Desks are expensive.
Then move the one that you have.
There's a TV stand in the way.
Use the TV stand. Make your bed level with it.
Move the TV stand.
The base of the TV. Nah, this is like a furniture TV stand where the TV goes inside of it.
Oh.
And there's like a shelf on it, and then another shelf.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
cabinets.
You're right. There.
Yeah.
The cabinets filled with VHS tapes that I haven't touched in over a decade.
To be fair,
Mostly
nobody's
because they're
touched a
shattered.
VHS tape in over a decade.
If I had, listen, if I had the equipment, I would definitely record shit to VHS, and then upload it to YouTube for funsies.
All right. So what happens with the door?
The door creaks open.
I did the same thing.
Rusty
God dang.
hinges.
Yeah, but it was all. Obviously, it needed the zappy to run out because Goshin activated a trap, and we needed the trap to run out. And don't blame yourself. Blame Goshin.
Blame Golsheen. Blame Golsheen.
Hey.
Oh, Sheen, how come you messed it up?
I didn't know that's what I had to do.
Why didn't
Also,
you
would
do
it
the
even
funny
work?
little
I have
dance?
four. Would it even work? I have 4 arms.
Well, let's find
them
out.
both.
I dragged Olive inside and closed the door on Goshin.
the door is stuck open.
Damn it! Ruin everything.
In we go.
All right, next time it closes though,
Wizards.
but you have to try.
No.
Beyond the door is a
Coward.
5-foot square vestibule with a tattered curtain that conceals the next area. The iron door. Walking beyond the curtain, a flagstone floor is strewn with debris. 2 old stray crates near the east wall, a torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the room contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretched up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues.
I would just like to say that I am proud of myself for figuring out the puzzle.
Yeah.
It could have
Yeah, that was
easily
half
been. It could have
right.
easily been starting on position 3 and going the other way around, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Pretty vague.
It kind of was.
I
Look,
do
it's
like the
made,
shape
it's,
it makes.
It's made so that people who value themselves won't be doing it because they'll look like an idiot.
Good thing none of us have any amount of shame.
You think Strahd's gonna walk up to this castle and start doing a funny little dance so he can get inside?
It's the only
No,
thing
he
that's
can't
kept Van Rickten
can't-
safe.
He can't even get inside even if he did. He's a vampire. He has to be invited.
By the way, you guys do remember there was a scaffolding side.
No,
I forgot.
No, we're dumb.
we are dumb.
Okay, anyway.
How dare you accuse us of having intellect?
Yeah, it is a
You're
known
in
fact that
you're in the
Vinny and
room,
I-
there are crates on the floor, there are 4 clay statues.
All
What
right,
do they look like?
They look like lumpy people. They stand next to the chains.
All right, Mr. Rickten, are you here? We need help. Hello?
No one says anything.
We're here to fight vampires.
Are you sure that's the best thing to say?
Obvious. This
He
place
sounds like a vampire hunter name.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing that he's known for. He's a well-known vampire hunter. The only reason he hasn't been caught is because they've never been able to find him.
And yet his
You
tower
guys-
is just right here.
I mean, you saw how hard it was to get in. Do you think
All right,
Strahd's gonna do that? Fuck!
What's up, Chalkfee?
Did you guys see,
What?
We have
No.
not seen Esmeralda.
like
I have.
in the Strahd castle?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't see her in the castle, but we did in town.
I don't think we saw her in town.
Isn't she the lady whose dad we helped bury?
No, that was Irina.
Oh, right.
Anyway,
Look, there's so many generic women.
Yeah, a whole two of them.
It wasn't generic woman A, it was generic woman C.
There's a
There's
third.
There's Esmeralda the vampire hunter, and there's Irina, the redhead.
all right. So, what do you guys do in the room, and how long are you gonna just stand around talking?
I'm just calling out, like, hey, we're here to fight vampires, okay?
Okay.
We're not
You
here
don't
to
hear
hurt
any
you.
responses.
I'm just practicing cakes like while no one is paying attention.
Practicing what?
I'm practicing doing
I
kicks like with
Hello.
like this dino
I
patty.
Oh,
see.
Pete's. Okay. I misheard you and thought you said cakes and was very confused.
I'm practicing cakes. Look at me. I'm working with Margaret here. Margaret.
Over here making pastries out of children. Alright, so we're in a room, there's some clay statues and there's some chain.
Mm-hmm. Clay statues are standing next to it.
Any doors other than the one we came in from?
There is a hole in the ceiling. Chains are obviously connected to pulleys to a platform set into the floor below the hole.
I walk up and poke
Oh.
on the statues.
Do what to the statue?
Pokes it.
Doesn't respond.
You sure that's
They're not
a good
alive.
idea? Maybe not now.
I take hold of the chain and give it a light hug.
It is very heavy.
I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Alright, everybody get on the platform.
All right.
Okay, you climb on the platform.
You two, Olive.
Like which role?
Just get on the platform.
All right. Okay. I'll climb on. I'll climb on.
You silly little dinosaur.
Get ready. Uh-oh.
Nancy,
Alright,
Hello.
once everyone's
I-
on it, I'm gonna grab one of the chains and just start pulling as hard as I can.
Oh, you should probably go back into your regular form. That might be what's scaring them.
I am in my
Oh, they're
regular
a
form.
vampire.
What? I thought you
They're-
were. I thought you were in hybrid form.
I think that was
not
back
at
when
the
we were
moment.
dealing with Mad Mage.
Oh, right.
Nah, even then I wasn't.
Okay.
I only did it for the howl and then turned back.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind then.
Right, so I'm
You
gonna
do not
keep-
manage to do anything with the very heavy chains.
Can I help?
I don't think this is something we can do.
What if instead of trying to pull it, we have to push it?
Push the chains.
Yeah? I mean, you saw this
That's
thing
my
out there.
shot.
There's obviously magic involved.
That
I
are
start
these,
doing the dance.
That are these statues are supposed to wake up.
I start doing the dance to try and get the platform to move.
Alright, you do silly little dances and you try to pull on the chains.
Apparently, I do
it's
have a
now been
physical
like
map.
several minutes.
Where did I get a Ravenkind map?
I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe
either.
your
Or did the
starting equipment?
Raven, did the Ravens give you a map?
Maybe? I mean, we probably would have asked for a map. Oh! Oh no, because that was... No, we never got a chance to buy the map. Maybe the Ravens did... I think one of the little kids may have given it to us.
Maybe.
I think so.
Are we keeping this, or is this just the recording? I mean,
Yes.
because the other one
I don't know.
died. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll decide later. Anyway, floor hole. It's now been 7 minutes.
I'd like to climb the chain.
Alright, make an athletics check.
That's a 18.
You can climb the chain. You climb to the second floor. Dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed.
Alright, I guess I'll climb too.
Just climb on up.
check.
Alright. Oh! Nat 20!
Alright, you're
Climb
able
real
to
good.
climb to the second floor.
E. Well, I think that book that I've been reading has been really helping.
I'll climb.
Alright, athletics check.
11.
You fall on your butt.
Thank you. That's weren't built for climbing.
Take 8
Incorrect.
damage, please.
Oh, come on. 8 damage?
Yeah.
Trying again.
Athletics check.
That's better. 18.
Awesome. You're able to climb to the second floor. Dust and cobwebs fill this
Yeah.
otherwise empty room, wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed.
This guy sure likes his privacy.
Do you get off onto the floor, or do you try climbing up to the third floor?
I'm gonna get off on the floor.
Alright, how heavy are you?
I am
Including all of your equipment. And your armor.
156 plus 90.5.
Okay.
So somewhere
The
around-
floor collapses below you.
Fuck. Can I grab the chain?
Please take 2 damage.
You fall on your ankle a little weird, and it kind of hurts.
Which ankle?
Ow.
Yeah.
Alright, Margaret.
Like 8. What?
Ants have ankles?
What, are you gonna get off on the second floor, or are you gonna climb up to the third?
I'll climb up.
Alright, athletics check.
Oh, that was almost another nat 20. Nah, 17.
You make it to the third floor. Time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northeast wall and a slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden
Ew.
floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in places.
Is there anything here for us?
I mean, there was...
What about
There's
you,
a
Olivia?
wagon
Are you
out
climbing
there.
up? Are you gonna step onto the second floor, or are you gonna climb up?
Oh, that means I had to
Olivia.
climb over you.
Oh, I'm gonna keep
I
climbing.
assumed you were. There are 4 chains. I assumed you were just taking
Oh.
different ones.
Okay.
16.
Alright, you're able to make it to the 3rd floor. Time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northeast wall and a slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in places. The gash, you can like see out the gash. There's a semi-rotted, whatchamacallit out there?
Scaffolding.
Yeah. Would you guys like to try to climb to the 4th floor, or
I want to look up. How does the ceiling
would
look?
you like to stop on the? Would you like to stop on the 3rd floor or climb up to the 4th?
I want to climb to the
This
floor.
this floor looks even worse. Also, you haven't been climbing. You're on the 1st floor still.
Dang it.
Did I fall all the way to the first
Also,
floor?
I
Or
don't
am
think
still
you
on the second
can
floor?
climb, Olive. I'm sorry. Huh? Oh, you fell back to the 1st floor. You can climb again, though.
Dang it. I'm gonna start climbing again.
Athletics
Athletics.
check.
12.
Fall on your butt.
Wait a minute. What if I try acrobatics? Try to get up.
I don't think raptors can climb. Canes.
Oh,
Physically.
that's the thing. Oh, that's the thing. Dang it.
You don't exactly.
You don't have
flying.
thumbs. I think you
You
could
don't have
climb a
thumbs.
tree. Like, you could claw into, like, something wooden. But with a chain, you don't have thumbs.
We did tie 50 feet of rope to her neck.
Yes. Let's hang the fucking raptor until she gets up
Golsheen,
to the floor.
take 4 damage. Full team, 4 damage. Bludgeoning. So Margaret and Olivia, would you like to climb up to the 4th floor or try to step onto the 3rd?
How does the ceiling look?
Looks good.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna climb up. I'm gonna try climbing up.
Athletics check.
I'm going to also climb up because
Athletics
the
check.
fucking 3rd floor's floor looks even worse than the 2nd's.
Oh
That's
no.
Un-
That's a 9.
I got an unnatural 20.
Could you catch me?
Okay,
I
Olivia,
can
you
try.
climb up to the 4th floor. Margaret,
How far away is she?
Oh, I was in the 3rd floor. I was on the
Margaret.
chain.
No, high up.
Yeah. Well, at least 30 feet.
I'm gonna launch a small disc from my.
please
gauntlet
take
and-
28 bludgeoning damage.
Hold up. I'm launching a small disc from my gauntlet and pressing a trigger, which causes a.
Is this your form of
Parachute open.
Featherfall?
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine it like as a portable hug from Spies in Disguise.
Alright, so you
No,
do
it's
not
a
take
mini
the
parachute.
28 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
that you would
mini
have
parachute.
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
how
good.
quickly?
I'm at 32 health.
How quickly does it get to her?
Well, it's a reaction.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Like, no, I mean, like, how quickly? Because, like, how far would she fall before it slows her down? Because she could probably catch herself at that point.
Sense goes to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
No, I think Chokfi means how long does it take for you to get it to her?
It's a reaction.
It'd be instant, basically.
Yeah, it's instant.
Alright, let's say you fall 5 feet before catching yourself, Margaret.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but let us be fair. 60 feet per 10 feet a second is still pretty fast.
Yeah, but that's like.
I'm gonna say Margaret
Not
can
gonna
catch
hurt.
herself.
All right.
Yeah, it
I-
says that if
the
the
way
creature lands before the
Featherfall-
spell ends,
The way Featherfall eliminates falling damage, I'm gonna say she can just stick her arm into the chain and then stop herself.
Yeah, or like grab onto it, get wicked chain burn, but. Ow! 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 Ow!
Alright, I'm
Right.
gonna see if I can find a way
You
to
missed that
wake
one.
these statues.
Try another.
All right. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna see if I can find a way to wake these statues up. They've
That
got to
is-
wake up.
That is a terrible idea.
They're
Let her
obviously
have
for
her-
pulling the chains.
Look, let her have her terrible ideas. We're
I just
We're-
realized
we're
I
far
forgot to
enough
take my
to not care.
antibiotics.
Forgot to take your what?
you're
Antibiotics.
Oh, I thought you said antipsychotics.
'Cause
No.
this is evil.
Ah,
Uh,
I'm
Any
not
good
on
DM
that
doesn't
kind of
take their anti-
on those kinds of drugs.
Any
I
any
should
good
be.
DM doesn't need them.
Well, who knows? Anyway, no, it's
Please take your
antibiotics for the.
medications if they are prescribed to you.
It's for the throat thing from Tuesday. Remember?
oh yeah,
Alright.
your gross bloody pus tonsils.
Yeah, they're still kind of they're still swollen,
They're
but
still kind of pussy.
they shrunk a little bit because I got steroids yesterday, and now I've had antibiotics, and hopefully it's just something something like one of the lesser streps, because they tested for strep A, but it wasn't strep A, but it could be one of the other streps like B or C or D.
What if it's tonsillitis?
I mean, I think tonsillitis is just a general term for any form of infection.
Yeah, tonsillitis. Yeah, tonsil.
It's not an
So
actual
itis-
term.
Yeah, itis just means swollen. Like that is what the
Well,
suffix
it means
itis
inflammation, but inflammation typically leads to swelling.
means. Okay, that's fair.
So yes, it is
Anyways,
technically
back to it.
tonsillitis. It's just not. That's not the underlying thing. Hopefully, it's a biotic
Back to it.
because
I'm gonna.
antibiotics.
Okay.
All right.
I
Back
still
to it.
have
I'm
my
gonna
tonsils.
see if I can find some way to turn these statues on.
All right, what are you gonna try?
I'm just tapping it again.
Nothing happens. Margaret,
Tap it a
would you
little
like to make
harder,
another
maybe with
athletic?
intent.
check?
Yes, I'm gonna try and climb up. Nope, I'm falling all the way down. That's a nat 1, baby.
All right, you fall all the way down. However, you are still enchanted with feather fall, so you don't take it.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you just like slowly falling with the chain in between your
Yeah.
arms. It's like, ah, fuck.
It's like I'm like looking up and falling in slow motion, just going the entire way till I gently like land on the
The
floor.
only reason Featherfall goes at a reasonable speed instead of what we always imagine it as being slow is because otherwise he wouldn't get to the ground before it ran out.
Yeah, we actually ran into that problem when we jumped from Castle Ravenloft.
Yep.
Uh,
Anyway,
Anyway,
Olivia, you do get to the 4th floor. Unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation, and although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed and a desk with a matching chair and bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. I almost read that as a weed to food it. Light enters through arrow slits in the wall, as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys, around which hang iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform.
is
I'm
there
going
any form
to-
of crank?
Is there
No.
anybody in there?
No.
I'm
Is
going
that the
to
final floor?
Yes.
Huh? Yes.
I'm gonna.
Well, I'm
pull
gonna
out-
just kind of sit on the floor until my friends get up here.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out.
go on.
I'm gonna pull out Sun Sword. See if they react. Like, whoosh it.
Okay, what do you do with the sun sword?
Wave it around. Woo! Hey, look at this.
How close do you get it to the statue?
I am holding it above my head.
Okay, nothing happens.
Pack it, you fool.
I'm gonna put it away. Okay, it's probably gonna be a bad idea to attack them or self with their defense thing. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna look around
love-
for a crank or something.
I love it when you guys end up with a puzzle that's not meant to be a puzzle. Also, the door has closed behind you. The front
Okay.
door.
Is there a crank or anything? Or a lever?
No.
All right, I have an
No.
idea. I'm going to untie the rope from the bird's neck, and I say, "Okay, you see my boomerang on my bag? Could you tie this rope to it?"
I mean, yeah.
All right.
All right,
Ask.
Golsheen, as the one person in the party that can handle silver metal.
Yeah.
I'll take it and tie
Be
it.
careful. Be careful pulling it out of its holster. Don't let
Alright.
it touch me.
You
Don't
tie
worry, don't
you
worry.
tie the boomerang.
All right. Now I'm gonna start swinging the rope like a grappling hook and toss it up. And I'm yelling, "Catch the rope, not the boomerang!" What do I roll?
Roll athletics, and it's gonna be a
Okay.
pretty high roll because this is
Nope, that's a
4
9.
stories.
You are
Yeah.
trying to throw a boomerang up 40 feet.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I peeked
The-
down through the
the-
hole.
yeah, it's not even gonna make it halfway.
The boomerang
probably.
makes it up to like halfway through the second floor, and then falls down, and you just barely manage to not have it hit your head
Ah!
Here, let me
or Olive's
try
head.
something.
All right,
I'm,
be my
I'm gonna
guest.
take the boomerang and take the rope off of it and put the boomerang back where I found it. And
Okay,
out
just-
of my bag
Just
of
be
holding.
careful not to touch my nah.
I know.
It
I'm gonna
burns.
pull out my crossbow.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
will work better. I wish you told me you had
I-
that.
I use my gun more often.
Oh, this is
You
so
missed
funny.
that one.
I get
Try
you later.
another.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna tie a bolt to the rope and fire it up.
Okay. Roll to hit. Say DC of that.
Be careful, because Olivia did say she was peeking over.
17.
I'm gonna say that makes it because 17 is what I decided the roll should be.
Hell yeah.
I thought I was like the
Power
DC
take
is
half damage.
17. You it goes up to the ceiling and it funks into one of the rafters that is bending under the weight of the ceiling
Nailed it.
roof.
Can you grab the rope? Olivia.
Probably. I
All
reach
right.
out and see if I can grab it.
Okay, you grab the rope.
All right.
All right.
Who's going up first?
I'll go up first.
All right.
Athletics.
I mean, you could just pull.
It would be a lot easier for y'all to climb than for me to pull, I think.
Well, we tried climbing the chains.
Why would you think climbing the rope would be easier than climbing the chain?
Well, my thought was that we could grab the rope and Olivia could pull us up.
Look, I'm strong, but you're asking me to lift up, what, like 500 pounds by a rope?
All right, then I'll go. Or actually, wait, hold on. Let me see the rope.
I hand her the rope.
I want to try and tie it around the torso of Olive.
Alright, you managed to tie it around Olive's torso.
All right. Okay, you're good to pull.
Start pulling.
Alright, athletics check.
Oh, that's a 15.
Alright, Olive. You managed to drag Olive 2 stories. Athletics check.
Come on, I believe in you.
That's not as great. That's a 10.
You drop Olive.
Ah, shoot.
Olive,
Incoming.
please take 17 damage. Man, this is funny.
Okay, alright,
I look at the statue and say, "Please wake up."
what was the thing engraved on the door?
Kazan.
Alright, yeah, this isn't working. What about this? I walk up to a statue and say, Kazan! Does anything work?
Nothing happens.
Damn it!
Shit,
Punching frustration.
Wake up! I'm gonna smack it with my quarterstaff.
Oh dear.
Well,
No,
the statue wakes up.
no, I only got 12.
I don't think that matters.
You attacked it. Hey, it's not my fault this time.
Alright, you attack the monster. He
Monster.
wakes up.
Okay.
Sculpted from clay, this bulky golem stands head and shoulder taller than most human-sized creatures. It is human-shaped, but its proportions are off. They are clay golems are often endowed with purpose. Honestly, it said like heavily endowed, and that was not my first thought.
I don't know, if I was making a clay golem, I'd definitely make it heavily endowed.
With purpose.
Yeah, with purpose.
I mean, it's a purpose.
Anyway. It has become enraged.
Oh shit.
Just be incredibly happy that you did not enrage all four of them. It attacks you.
Roll initiative.
Well, I'm gonna say it gets to make one attack before.
That's fair.
Does a 12 hit you, Margaret?
No, it doesn't.
I am not really surprised. Although I am surprised it rolled that low. Anyway, roll initiative, Margaret. You can as well, Golsheen and Olive, but you do not have to.
I got 3.
14.
I'm a little too high up.
Olive, are you going to fight the golem with Margaret or not? Remember that you do not have to. Do not attack it. Maybe it won't notice you. Alright, well, I'm going to assume Olive's just going to stand by. Alright, it is the clay golem's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, clay golem's first in the turn order. Does a 15 hit you, Margaret?
Yes.
Alright. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Damn it! 2.
Alright. You're not gonna like this. Take
I'm
12
not.
damage.
Okay.
And your max HP is subtracted by 12.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these things are strong.
Yeah, okay. I want to try casting Calm. Is it my turn now?
It is now Golsheen's turn.
Oh.
Golsheen, remember, if you do not attack it, it might not attack you.
Oh, it's hurting my friend. I'm going to pull out a cylindrical device and pull a small ring that's at the top. Rear back, and I'm holding my turn and saying, "Move!" and it's holding it until Margaret gets 10 feet away from the golem. Or 15
Alright.
feet away.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, then it's my turn. I want to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
It needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Ah,
What?
-3.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It is calm. It goes
If
to
it's-
stand by its chain again.
Okay. All right. It's gonna last a minute. I'm gonna stagger over to the platform and gesture for them to come on. Mr. Golem, could you please pull the chain and bring us up?
All 4 of the golems begin pulling the chains and moving you up.
I'm really sorry. I was just very frustrated because I.
By the
failed
way,
to see.
that was the puzzle, quote
Just
unquote.
ask him?
You have to
See,
tell
please?
them to move it.
Uh,
They only follow 2 commands: lift the platform and lower the platform.
all right.
How wonderfully stupid.
All right.
It's great. Anyway,
By the way, that
it'll-
was my flavor for the spell Shatter.
Oh, that would have
No.
been really. I mean, okay. All right.
Basically a
Wait.
flashbang without the flash.
Aren't like, you know, metagaming, but aren't clay golems like resistant to magic?
Please let
think
this
so.
work.
They are technically immune to being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, and poisoned.
Oh.
And immune to acid, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, pierce,
Damn it.
slashing from non-magical attacks.
That means
I'm going to.
Joker
I'm
doesn't-
allowing it. I am allowing
Okay.
it.
I
Mainly
was
because
just saying
you.
in the terms of shatter.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna allow the thing Margaret did, even though that's technically
Could we say that it's
Does not
because I
work.
apologized?
sure because.
Okay.
Let's be honest, you would have been smeared into the floor.
There is
Yeah,
not
no.
a way you can damage this.
Yeah, I know.
I
I mean,
I
I
mean-
would have been able to, I think.
what damage
anything
type does
made
it deal?
Thunder.
What?
Okay, thunder would work.
Oh, and it has
And it-
bonus on constructs.
Yeah, it has metal. Anything made of inorganic material has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Would that the golem is immune to any spell that would affect or alter its form. The golem has advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. The golem's weapon attacks are magical.
Either
To
way,
be determined, but until then, not really applicable right
yeah,
now. because she's dead, sorry.
let's wait till next time we have to fight a clay golem to find out.
Yeah.
I gently pat the golem on the cheek and say I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, the platform is moved jerkily up the wall,
Ah.
up the place.
All we had to do was say please. I mean, hey, it's the magic word.
Look, I don't work well under pressure.
I'm not blaming you. I
I am
wouldn't-
not
I would have
the
thought of that.
picture of grace under fire.
I never would have thought of that either.
Look,
You
I'm
should be
dying.
very glad. You should be
I'm
very
going
glad
glo-
I'm a graceful GM because
I am
you
going-
should be liquid.
Yeah, no, I know. I want to try and go full wolf mode on the platform.
All right.
What do I roll to do that?
You don't. You're allowed to just. It's nighttime.
I'm done with this conversation. Boom, bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
I pick up Margaret and pet her.
It's the exact kind of like cloud transformation from 100% wolf. Am I the only person that's watched that movie?
No, I
Good
love that movie. It's a
Never heard
Good
of it.
movie.
It is. It's a surprisingly good movie.
It's an Aussie film. That's why it's got some stuff
Yeah.
that wouldn't really fly here in America. Anyway,
Yeah.
After about 4 turns, you get to the top of the tower. It only goes 5 feet every 6 seconds, and it's very jerky.
Yeah. Hi, I am tired.
Oh,
Can we
hey.
rest up here?
Translated. Woof, woof, bark, woof, bark.
No, Olive
woof,
can
bark, bark,
understand
woof,
me.
woof,
Or Olivia
bark,
can
bark.
understand me.
This is to me.
Oh.
I can't understand you.
Wait, no, you can read my... You speak... Can't you...
Can't read.
Oh, no.
Can't read minds, just projects.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes. I can project my thoughts to you. I can't project your thoughts into me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look for... Should we do
Alright.
Should we do a long rest here?
You are in the room. There's a cozy bed, a desk with a matching chair, bright tapestries, iron stoves, plenty of wood. Light enters through arrow slits, blah 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 blah. There's a suit of armor and a wooden chest.
Let's
I
not
think we
mess
should
with
pop a squat.
anything.
I think we should squat and take a rest.
Yes. Don't
Also, I think we should
touch...
wrap up soon.
Yeah. Don't touch anything because it could come to life and kill you like the golems. I'm saying to Olivia. Olivia.
I wouldn't plan on touching this man's stuff.
All right.
Is it bad
Good.
that this thing is way safer than the golem? Anyway,
Well, we're not gonna find out because we're not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna jump on the bed and curl up and go to sleep.
all right,
Alright,
you guys
that's a lie.
decide to
It's
take a long rest within the within Van Richten's house.
Somebody else's.
And I guess
Yeah.
we'll end
Somebody
the
else's
session
bedroom.
there. It is kind of late for us.
Yeah.
Much later than we normally go.
We lost
thank
2
you.
hours of recording because of OBS. And
Yep. Thank you everybody for
And now we can
listening. This
actually
has
say
been
it.
Curse of
Nobody else will be in a
Strahd, or yeah, we can.
yeah.
This
We
has
got-
been Curse of Strahd. We have
We got-
other things on the channel. There's the
Yes.
other game.
Yeah, World That's Appear. I run it, and some of them play in it. Most of them play in it.
I was there
Ruby-
once.
You were there for a few sessions as a
once.
guest.
In that
there-
game, sorry.
No, go on.
In that game, we're going through the desert. We also play Tabletop Simulator that includes me, Silver, and
Diddy.
Biddy, as well as occasional
Hi.
guest stars of Silver's boyfriend and Rando Cardarisian. Thank
Yes,
you very much
Rando-
for that.
Yeah, go watch the episode with Rando. Biddy and I have also recently started a Minish Cap playthrough that Biddy is playing.
Side note:
Yeah.
Rando Cardarisian has more wins in the in our sessions than Silver's boyfriend, which shows
Yeah,
that she does
well-
not play favorites.
So yeah, there is also there should be, if things have gone well, there should be Hollow Knight back on the channel. Things have been a little weird with Hollow Knight because of scheduling conflicts.
There should also be a new podcast, I believe.
Oh yes, there's a podcast every week. The last episode it involved some very not safe for work topics, and some very, very bad takes by a terrible person who thinks that they can play Scanlan short halt better than Sam Riegel.
Nobody. Can.
And there is also, we beat Jack and Daxter, and I think Bug Fables should be going up on the channel tomorrow.
Ooh, Bug
Like when this is
Fables.
posted.
And if you guys have any suggestions for games, always, I'm sure they're open. Anyway, for our question of the day, what would be the most ridiculously overpowered enemy I could throw at these players? Or the book could, because this Clay Golem was fucking in there. What do you guys think?
Tarask. Just send a Tarask straight to Ravenloft.
It
Dracolet.
would be hilarious.
Draco Lich.
You would think so. You would really think so that a Draco Lich would be the most overpowered thing to kill us.
If I remember correctly, the idea I have is called in royal incinerator, which can't die until you actually
Ooh,
douse its actual flame.
I know. False Hydra.
Oh, I've always wanted to run a thing with a false Hydra, but that would be very hard to do because it involves
I've always
gaslighting
wanted
the
to do
shit out of your players.
It would be really hard to do during a recording. Yeah. What about you, Olive?
Well, no, because y'all never listen back to the
That's true.
recordings.
I never do.
I don't even take
Olive?
notes.
And Olive gone. Olivia, did you say something?
I
I said
I was
Draco
here.
lit.
Okay, Olive, what would be the most overpowered thing for me to throw at you in the next session?
didn't.
I'm
Honestly,
taking notes.
maybe some sort of deity. Honestly, like,
Oh yeah, make
Nah.
us fight God.
Let's kill
Just the
Vecna.
actual Christian god. Anyway, thank you
No
everybody for
way.
listening.
Yeah,
This
the royal
has been
incinerator.
Curse of Strahd, and I have been your host, Chalkfeed. Goodbye!
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
I should actually end the recording.